Hello and welcome. Yet again we are playing some Dyson Sphere program. I can't be bothered with the whole advertising spiel right now. Maybe later on the stream, who knows. So yeah, just to appease the YouTube gods. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, let's go. Okay. Right, I want to see if this actually works properly. Kinda. So, the fact that these are all going to come thick and fast is kind of to our benefit, to be honest. Yeah, because of that, it gives a good opportunity to basically farm dark fog sort of rare materials, which I don't think is something I've really touched on a lot so far.
Mineral depleted.
So there's above, I think it's level 2. Dark fog starts dropping certain rare materials that are used later on in the game. So rather than them having to go out and actively go find them, you can sort of I guess hoard them and use them a bit later. Now that that's done,
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
do this, and that's just a really nice template. So that's set to request. There's a cap on that, beautiful. So let's go like this. Then save. Right.
Flight mode.
Sort of, but not really. Okay. So I thought that might be the case.
Building destroyed.
Oh, that's frustrating. I've got spares, but still. Okay, so that basically means I'm going to have to duplicate this across a number of areas. But I'm broadly pretty fine with that. You know, I'm not really lacking materials or anything like that. It's not sucking a bunch out of the overheads here. We're generating 10 times more than what we need currently, so having a little bit more of a think about how I want the factory layout to sort of look like in this solar system once we really start getting going. And
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
What's that? Oh. And I think I'm gonna have to sort of put 3 separate like interception areas, I guess you'd say. You know, everything else is like fine, I guess. You know. Oh, they keep going for me for some reason. Yeah, I know this is messy as sin, but it's one of those things where, like, in the grand scheme of things, the small differences won't really matter. That's with the small stuff, you know. Yeah, me when I make mistakes in my netting. I think I am going to actually have to, Jesus, take the wheel with that to some extent. Again, cost of doing business.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
I will have to go back to the main factory to attend to that whole situation as well, because I don't know what's causing the bottleneck in terms of science. I think it's probably I've disconnected something by accident from yellow science, but you know, that's gonna happen. The production line there is quite convoluted, so and that's just gonna be how it is until until I'm done, like doing stuff with it. Yeah, it's how it's going to be for the foreseeable future anyhow.
Cruise ended.
Yeah, so now that I've got that happening, what I want to look at is, where is it? Accumulator building. Yeah, cool. So by manufacturing these on slightly of a larger scale, I'll be able to start shipping power across planets. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful that I don't end up going overboard with it and just chewing up heaps of resources, but it's also the kind of thing that's pretty easy to disconnect. So, because you have like the manufacturing plant that goes into the distributor and then gets shipped off off-world to be charged, and then comes back to places that require charged accumulators, and then get shipped back to the charging plant. So it's the whole supply versus demand sort of scenario. You know. Yeah. Oh, this is really getting to it. Which is pretty great.
Flight mode.
do wonder if I could refactor this, because, okay, so what we're building towards is quantum chip, because that's required for a whole bunch of stuff. But because there's two processors that go into any one quantum chip, and does high strength glass just... yeah. So that doesn't really factor into it that much, but yeah, because of that, you are going to need a lot of processors, so supply efficiency starts being a little bit relevant. Okay, so the finite rate at which that can happen. Right.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault. Flight mode.
Ooh, that hasn't gone great. I'm not standing where I'm supposed to be. Me whenever I'm playing League of Legends. That could have gone a lot worse, all things considered. But that is now level 3, which means I actually have to start... oh no, we're just short of it, I think. Yeah, no, that tooltip's just yet to catch up, so yeah, from here I've basically got two options. I can either like take out the planetary base, which is certainly a way that I can do that, but realistically I don't have the defense manufacturing here to really support that. So I think it'll just be ending up going for like corvettes and then dealing with it that way.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Okay, beautiful. Jeez, I'm carrying a lot of garbage around with me. Yeah, the Space Dark Fog Hive's probably going to start having some opinions pretty soon as well. They're thieving a little bit of power. It's not too bad, but you know, more for them is less for me. So yep, I can see it from space. It's that's the problem. It's me high on the problem.
Ended.
Okay, so we've got a decent supply of nanotubes. Let's start moving towards purple science, because I've been saying that for the last couple of streams and I'm kind of tired of repeating myself. Okay, so it goes into here. I swear I'm going to do something about. Okay, so I'm going to probably expand it over this way. So we need particle broadband for this, which means I'm going to want a distributor at that end. I don't think I'm going to need more steel manufacturing than that in the foreseeable future, so I'm pretty comfortable doing that. So let's put a distributor down and get started. Cool. it's a 3-item assembler, so I'm going to take the nanotubes from this end, just because it ends up being simpler that way. Might be a decision that ages poorly, but you know, most of my decisions in this regard are. So, okay, it's nanotubes, plastics and silicon gems. So, let's get some plastics over here. Yep, these ones. Probably only want about 1,000 at a time. Otherwise they'll start draining like resource disproportionately out of the rest of the system. So yeah, let's do much the same here. So 3-item assembler, high volume TI. Cool.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
That should be fine. 51 foundation and go. Okay, can has... missing a autopilot as well. I think I actually don't need this for this part. Maybe. Probably don't need the, like, just the full lot. Let's say 10 on each. So, exporting particle broadband.
Replication complete. Insufficient materials.
Oh, that's going to take forever, isn't it? Especially when we've got the frame materials right here. 5, right. Hasn't cut up by a lot, but it's something. That is not the one with the bug. Excellent. Distributor off there as well. The other thing I wanted to do right now is to set up a assembly for spray coaters, which I will do elsewhere because I actually don't think I have. Oh, shit. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to import semiconductors. No. Okay. That's done. Okay, so let's start connecting stuff. Won't actually be able to do anything until we get all of that connected. I think I came up with an engineering improvement to this. But I don't know how that's going to adversely affect the belt network or spaghetti network that's going on in here. So shouldn't be too bad, I think. Let's yank that out. Reverse the flow on this. Then
Replication complete.
cross like that. Might end up being a little bit inefficient on some level, but you know. Local broadband.
Flight mode.
Okay, so we're going to go nanotubes in. Loves me some Mario Galaxy music. That was possibly not the best idea I ever had. Oh, rip. Look away. Look away. This is my... Oh, how embarrassment. Oh. Thought I'd sworn off crap engineering practices. Little did I know. Yeah. Look, it's already not very well managed, and I'm gonna have to rip it all apart off stream at some point anyway. So, yeah, because yeah, as much as much as you might go, oh no, it makes for compelling content. Did I forget to set the filter for that? Yeah, I did. Sweet. Having switched on a whole bunch more stuff, I think we'll start getting the accumulator circuit happening.
Flight mode.
So safely over here where there's a little bit more room, we're going to put an interstellar station. Yeah, nice beachfront property, you know. Let's put that bad boy here. Let's request charged. Right. Demand and empty supply. Okay, now we need to start installing energy accumulators. which are very resource dense. Or energy exchanges, I should say. Yeah, so 40 titanium alloy is
Insufficient materials.
it's a pretty big ask with this factory layout, so might have to hit pause on that maybe. Right.
Flight mode.
Tell you what I can do is I can start doing some stuff with spray coaters. Okay. So yeah, if I set a it's really interesting. If I set a very small amount for it's probably just easier to pocket craft the suckers, as much as it pains me existentially to say so. So where are they? There they are.
Insufficient materials. Flight mode.
Yeah, much as I'm not a huge fan of setting down these sort of entire areas where I'm just sort of making a single purpose assembler set, it's also the most like straightforward way of getting it done. So spray coaters.
Replication
Where's
complete.
Steel. Plasma exciters. Wonder if that's still going on the stock I made up right at the start of the game. Bet you it is. So do that. Remembering to set the output of this correctly. Boy, has that not got me in trouble at some point. Grain power cells. Yeah, gee, I'm not loving that. The overall stock is dropping pretty significantly, but I think that's also mostly due to
Flight mode.
like basically hydrogen issues. Because if I take a look at okay, so I'm importing. Yeah, I'm using a lot more than I'm importing, and like that's in part because of I'm just not converting refined oil into hydrogen anymore, which you know, nor should you. cautious about overkill here. So I think I might just leave that in situ for now until I figure out what's going on with it. Okay, let's get some spray coaters on board. 25 of those. Cool. Some magnets, take all of those out. And probably all these too. Yeah. Yeah, the airspace is going to be busy up here, isn't it? Yeah. I think ultimately I'm going to have to end up tapping another well and expanding all of my oil production as well. So I did notice I don't have any refinery stuff. I'm being bottlenecked a little bit by just the entire stone production line. So, you know, fine, I guess. Or is that still working normally? Yeah, it's just labor intensive. Yep, cool. Okay, so now that that's done, is a little bit wasteful, but I'm sure I will find a way to live with myself. Overkill. Massive overkill. So we'll input 2-item assembler. Yeah, that'll work. And yeah, I know what I was feeling, but what was I thinking?
Mineral depleted.
Okay, now we can do level 3s. Yeah, I usually don't start doing this for quite a while, as you're probably saying.
Mineral depleted.
Okay, so in terms of the rest of this, we don't need it. Which probably means I can set down the more compact version of this, if I can remember what I called it. Nope, that's the one I'm using. 2-item assembler distributor. Yep, looks about right. Oh, is this the one that's incompatible with that? Yeah, it is. So, let's go like this. So, request level 2.
A landing relay station detected.
Okay, I'm going to go put paid to that. And that also probably means I need to start putting effort into planetary defense networks. So, okay, where are you going on?
Flight mode.
Oh, nice and close. Yeah, can't be having that. Right, get out of here. Yeah, don't even think about it, mate. Let's see if I can get a bit of an assist on this.
Dark Fog base core destroyed. Insufficient materials.
Of course there isn't.
Flight mode.
Yep, it is literally faster. Yeah. Oh, this is looking like such a shit show. I should really know better, and I do know better, and I'm still going to do it this way. Cool. Right.
Cruise mode. Cruise ended.
Bye-bye. Thanks for the power, though. Love it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's like having a, just a free fusion base. Like fusion reactor. Just great. I love that for all of us.
Flight mode.
Of course, now that I've then gone and broken the yellow science supply line, I'm going to have to fix that before I can get universe exploration. And I'm not exactly in the position where I can really yeah, that thought's gone. Anyhow, so now that that's all happening, right, so definitely set it up somewhere. I know, because I was just there. But yeah, that won't do. I'm about to lose power to probably a whole bunch of things. Am I? Gee, I don't know. Okay, right. Where did I put it? Yeah, this is getting mighty complicated. So standing right next to it. Beautiful. So, supply. So, now that that's done, I can also set up a hat on here, because for the most part I don't think I'm going to want to really build this out like super heavily. So just having the ability to transport it to like elsewhere distribute. Yep, cool. Yeah, just having the ability to distribute it elsewhere should be enough.
Flight mode.
So where are we going to start? So in terms of the general supply chain here,
Mineral
all
depleted.
inputs have to be covered to get the effect off of it. It's one of the reasons why this is kind of suboptimal. This, on the other hand, basically only need 3 spray coaters for. Yeah. So if I set up it's also unfortunately sort of something that you have to do by hand. There's just, yeah, no way around it. I want a spray coater here, 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 and here. Okay, so that's covering hydrogen, coal, and refined oil. So power pole there to power the little suckers. Probably only want the 1 stack. And I want blue proliferator, right. These bad boys. Go on the 2nd floor. And I've put the power pole in the exact wrong place. I love that for me. Beautiful. Oh, that's that done at least. Cool.
Flight mode.
This bad boy started. I'll grab 200 of those. Jam them straight in there. Yeah, that looks scarier than it is, I swear. each unit is good for 60 sprays, basically. So that will actually last quite a long time. And yeah, because of that, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that gets a bit of production speed up. So, yeah. So all of the coal that's going into these proliferators here, like once the sprayed coal hits there, of course, so about here. Okay, oh, it's already making its way in. That's nice. So it's, so the proliferator Mark III gives
A
25.
landing relay station detected.
Okay. Yeah, this is starting to speed up real fast. Okay, and then on each one of these I can basically check whether I want extra products or production speed up. So in almost all cases in my experience you want extra products. It ends up being a little bit more efficient that way. Okay, so I'm gonna go nip this in the bud. Cool.
Cruise mode.
Yeah, so basically you get a choice between 25 percent more products or double speed. So double speed, by and large, means that you are generating twice as much units per. So you're generating twice as much product, but it's also consuming twice as much material because you're not really discounting the products, versus 25% extra products basically means it's taking up the same amount of raw inputs, but you are only really but you're not paying extra for that. All you're taking is the extra power that's demanding. There we go.
Cruise
Not
ended.
today. Yeah, it's not that I have a philosophical problem with this, it's just
Dark fog base core destroyed.
it really does start
Insufficient
sort
materials.
of causing some
Light mode.
minor problems. So, God, okay, so plasma exciters. Yeah, and yeah, the longer I let this go on, the more I'm effectively force feeding the space hive experience, which is not really a thing I'm looking to put into. I'm not looking to, make that a habit. It'll end up being a decision that ages really poorly.
Replication complete.
Switching the generation number spikes significantly when it's supposed to be dropping. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So, because they've started dispatching things really heavily, we need to actually put a bit of work into shield manufacturing. Fortunately, I do have a 4-item assembler that's just perfect for this. Because yeah, if you roll them all out straight away, then you will inevitably cause yourself power problems,
Cruise mode.
and because they effectively run like a battery, they charge up with power, and it is literally gigajoules. So, try to find a way to do that in between everything. Okay, so I wonder if I can take the discount. Okay, so that still requires energy structure matrices. Ugh, for shit's sake. Yeah, so... yeah, I still have to reassemble my red science as well, but because I'm having hydrogen problems, that's going to start being a problem too. A lot of things that are indicating that I'm underproducing oil. So it's far from my favourite thing to be doing, but yeah, guess that's the game. Who wants a piece of me? I mean everyone, obviously, but
Mineral depleted.
okay. Breaks for a second. I need to check something. Production. Okay. So realistically, I need about another 8. Orbital collectors to be able to service that just from a hydrogen perspective. So I'll set the planetary shield sort of stuff going, and then we'll see where that gets us. And it is also nearly time for the break, so...
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
Oh, what's got you bottlenecked? It's not fire ice, is it? That's demanding it. Let's see. Getting distracted, yay. Okay, so demand supply. It's not far away.
Flight mode.
Complete wrong direction. I've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning, and it is just after 9 at night. So I'm not feeling all that fresh, but it's very much my problem to deal with. So. Okay, speaking of, so I don't think I actually need. I think I probably only want about 800 in the distributor at any given time. So. Yeah. And from there, you can actually do some real cheeky stuff when you have the assemblers set up like this, and that's that you can go logistics. Yeah, it is. Right. Shit. Go 1, 2. Oh god, no! I need to move parallel. What are you doing? No, not like that. Oh, you stupid thing. Like that. Going like this. Then going like...
A landing relay station detected.
Okay, that's getting irritating. Gotta do something about it, you know? Just won't do. at least that one I'm slightly less worried about. So get one of those. Hat on. Boop. Let's say like this. Demand.
Flight mode.
Just wasting my own time there. Cool. Okay, so time to set up that 4 item because yeah, just running off to destroy landing bases is going to get very old very quickly. You know. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like ruining the Dark Fox day just as much as the next person, but and that is very overkill for what I'm trying to accomplish here. No, the red one can stay. Okay, so planetary defense buildings. Want steel. Green zoomies. Blue zoomies and particle traps. Okay, and give me these. Give them to me in my inventory. Right. No, I definitely do need to keep those. There's a lot of my blueprints kind of run on them, so yeah, if you tell them to all go away all at once, you do get a little bit screwed in that regard. So I've got basically 20 at any given time, and fortunately that can basically be produced domestically. Oh, no, basically about it, it can be done domestically. So cool. And because change starts at home, let's see what happens when we plug one of these in. Nothing pleasant, I dare say. Right. And go. Okay, so let's see what happens to the power consumption demand. Yeah. It's do you know, it actually hasn't gone up by that much. I think we'll probably get there, but so it won't even deploy until it's hit the initiation threshold here. Yeah, because it's just sort of draining a ton out of the out of the power grid. If you plug them all in at once, you start having a very bad time.
Flight mode.
There. Save an inventory slot. I really do need to do something about this, because this will not scale. And I am going to have to start thinking at a slightly larger scale when it comes to like stone and its byproducts. Yeah, when it has somewhere around like a gigajoule of power just needed to turn it on, that there, yeah, that can be a big ask. Pocket craft a couple of signal towers. No, nope, no dice.
Cruise mode.
Okay, so while we're waiting, let's take a look through the... Oh, I thought that was just a really crappy render pattern there, but nope. No, it tends to be what happens when you get eclipsed. Okay, Planetary Shields Guide. So yeah, you put one down, and it takes basically 1.5 gigajoules to turn on, and then and that's at half power. So once it reaches nearly 3 gigajoules, it'll hit like basically peak protection for that area. You need about 20 of them minimum to be able to maintain full coverage. So yeah, that suddenly becomes a pretty big ask if you're switching them all on at once. But dark fog base ships can't land where it's covered, and I think it gives you protection from planetary assault as well. So, you know, we're getting there. Yeah. I think eventually I'm going to have to start thinking at a like a larger scale yet, which is, you know, a bit of a terrifying prospect, but it is what it is. Okay, so I think my task for the rest of the stream will just be putting out these like small fires from planet to planet, and then reassembling my my like basic science sort of stuff. So just yeah, red and yellow science. Yeah, spray coders and proliferators will probably help a lot in that regard, but you know how it goes. Best of intentions and all that.
Cruise ended.
Yeah, this is also probably a pretty inefficient way of doing various stuff. I see people talking about like having a mole,
Flight mode.
which, you know, cool and all that, but so let's get started. It also has to be attached to the power grid too, so enjoy that, I guess. It's yeah, already starting to get a smidge old. But one of the really cool things is that you can show the planetary shield coverage. So once that turns on, you know, whenever, no pressure, it'll start displaying the entirety of the planet, and it's like a little protective bubble around it. I don't know. Just hits right, you know. Cool. So let's jam one over there. Jam one over here. Okay, excellent. Right, get started. So, from small beginnings. You can also check the progress of planetary shields on other planets too. Cool. Planetary shield.
Mineral
Show me.
depleted.
Show. Okay. So it won't render from that distance, it seems like. And, like, fair enough. Yeah, so it's, so I've got 7% coverage there. Which, you know, it doesn't sound like a lot, and that's because it's not, but, and yeah, if the energy ratio is over 2/3, the recovery rate increases. So the more power, as it turns out, the more power you just sort of jam into the sucker, the better the whole thing works. You know, it's some energy I can get behind. You know, as you may have noticed, I actually don't have any like building infrastructure over here, and building it out just to have it there is a little bit wasteful. So yeah, because it's all about, you know, it's all about power. So over the last 10 minutes, yeah, that's when I started plugging in shields, and the demand's going to drop off as the shield generators charge. But yeah, if you plug too many in too quickly, you will just brown out your entire factory. So. And yeah, like they're not finished deploying, but yeah, the coverage is less than you think.
Cruise mode. Cruise ended.
Okay, I think I can.
Flight mode.
I want to restructure this while I'm here. So pew pew emplacement. Trying not to run afoul of the YouTubes. So. Just this once I'll pocket craft it.
Replication complete.
Cool. Yeah, so that's yeah, it's one way you can do it. It's not a way that you should do it, but you know, because it's kind of wasteful. But yeah, one of the ways that you can get rid of stuff out of the battlefield base like this is by just sort of having everything put on a conveyor belt and then run into depots along the belt using sorter filters to just pick up what you want, and then that'll redistribute it. It's one of the things that I'm looking to do on the innermost planet, just because I'm planning on leaving the bases there for as long as I can, for no other reason than to farm stuff off of it. Let's see how we go with that. Stand back and watch the magic happening. That's
mode.
not gone well. Good. Suffering from the voltage dip. Excellent. Love to see it. You know, I've got a lot of solar panels just sort of hanging out in here. I wonder, just find a nice convenient blueprint I can pick up that'll save me a lot of work. Use. So give 25. Luke. I'm pretty sure if you put battlefield analysis bases around the place as well, like it's basically like hyperspace storage where just things just let enter and exit your inventory left and right. I'll be able to rip this off once the accumulator sort of distribution network's online, but it's not going to be for a hot second, so. Okay. So, show me my defense grid coverage. Right, so it's not exactly the most even thing that's ever been seen, but it's a good start.
Flight mode.
Cool. I'm gonna put a couple of shield generators down before I get out of here. Okay, I think I'm in a dead spot. Perhaps not as dead as what I thought. Let's go. This, and then this. And defense grid me. Okay, let's go for the last hour. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see. And it's also run the accumulators flat, so not ideal. How's this all going?
Mineral depleted.
Yeah. So, yeah, once I'm done with like the Corvette tech, I'll be able to, you know, just sort of like go out and deal with planetary bases a lot more directly. But until then, you know.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Okay, just make it nice and sure we don't end up running through the enemy base. Probably means we're going to have to do a little bit of a dog's leg here, but I'm fine with that. And yeah, look, to be honest, even if I have to rebuild a bunch of the stuff on the like inner world on Minoris 1, it'll at least show me where the holes in the defense network are. Actually, I might make a pit stop there real quick. Still got plenty of gas in the tank. Yeah, remembering that we need power to brake. Excellent. I'm really surprised I'm not in the gravity well of that star just yet, but yeah, no. Not the bad kind of surprised. Yeah, this looks like my construction. Excellent. Donk.
Cruise ended.
Right. Yeah. Might help him step on the gas pedal here. Just, kadoink. Speaking of... accumulators be accumulating. Yeah. Oh boy, is that charging. Yeah, these are all level 2 bases, so... Oh. Yeah, for all the good that does me. I do not need that many. One of the things I don't really want to happen is for things to just sort of start like landing right on top of all of my stuff, because that'll get real awkward real quick. Fill ratio.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
is nearly time for a break. Actually, let's call it time for a break. Go stretch your legs and cycle your fluids, folks, and we'll be back for another quick stop in. Yeah, we'll be back for probably 20 minutes or so before I have to go to bed. Okay, take care. Talk to you soon. Okay, and we're back. Right. So I think that's probably fairly safe to just leave on its own.
Flight mode.
Watch me be proven wrong in about
mode.
5 minutes.
Mineral depleted.
Yeah. Wow, I'm really going through this. aren't I? Yeah, I think there's... no, not that one. No. Not that button, not that button, that button. Yeah, so there's still plenty of coal, so I'm not worried about that as such. I do want to get my red, yellow, and purple signs.
Depleted.
Okay, I get the message. Okay, thanks. Yeah, as irritating as those notifications can be once you get to this stage, it's better to know, because otherwise you go, wait, where's the bottleneck in my supply?
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
Yep, they'll tire themselves out, probably. See what they start damaging. Yep, the right stuff. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how the game deals with like that sort of like off-world defense sort of stuff when the items aren't actively being rendered. And, yeah, it's kind of interesting how the devs have implemented that. Love it. Okay. Red, yellow, and purple science.
Cruise
So,
ended.
now that I've got a decent supply of particle broadband happening, okay, we mustn't get bogged down in... Okay, I really should fix that. Just, okay, one more time, Just,
Flight mode. Flight mode.
yeah. Provide, cool. That will eventually, yes.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
Actually, am I fine with that? Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. But due to the stupid way in which I have constructed that, I have to go all the way around. Okay, that is attacking the wrong stuff. Cool. Oh,
Building destroyed.
hell. Right, guess we're going back.
Building destroyed.
Hell with my life.
Cruise mode.
Ah! It isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Building destroyed.
Yeah. Like, overall, they're fairly low value sorts of things, but, like, you know, they will keep coming until I deal with it, so...
Building destroyed.
Ah, great.
Building destroyed. Building destroyed.
Okay, so I basically need one at both ends. That's actually really useful information.
Flight mode.
Okay, and the rest have been attracted by the sense tower. Sort of. Sort of. I got one, three. Charging up while I'm here. Planetary shield. Yeah, so that's how it looks when it's working properly.
Replication complete.
Did I pick up extra? Yeah, I don't think I was there for long enough.
Flight mode.
Let's put another pew pew array here. Pew pew. Yeah, that close should be enough to, you know, put its thumb on the scale. Cool. And now it should be a self-solving problem. Again, watch this space. Okay. Now, right back where I came from.
Flight mode.
Oh, do we want to put that in base as well? Tell you what, I don't have enough of in my infantry for. I'll be back soon enough.
Cruise mode.
Power on 3. Right, let's go fix our science network. I think fixing the science might actually
Mineral
require
depleted.
me to expand the
Cruise ended.
oil sort of situation as well. So, let me see if I can get refineries, give me like 30 of them. And yeah, I didn't think I was putting them together. Okay, and that requires stone.
Flight mode.
Oh, place. I really want to get on with this rather than doing it like, I'll take like a half-assed sort of solution that at least works for now. So yeah, I don't have a plasma exciter sort of happening. died. Can't believe I'm about to do this. Some shit about a half-assed solution goes here.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
Requires presence and demand. Demand presence. Except nothing nice. Yep. Problem solved.
Replication complete.
And some night rings, is it? Presents. Nope, that is a single item. So that can just go. And those broken linkages will just annoy the stuffing out of me if I leave them there.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
Well, that's slightly fixed at least. How's that going in terms of just keeping up there? actually a 2 item.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
Just checking to make sure I don't miss something. Okay, and we are manufacturing plasma exciters. Prisms to go in here. And I think it's mag rings is the other one. Yep.
Flight mode.
Ah, that's interesting. Ah, on the other hand. Okay, that's nice. Okay. On the other hand, that means I've got more problems than that. Great, I love finding gaps in my supply line. Okay, so we're still only producing magnetic coils at half the rate as to what we should. So so now my original plan was mostly to just do manufacturing of like power accumulators over here, but I might actually have to switch over to something. So the next question is, am I actually producing them here? Yeah, it's getting a little bit spreadsheet simulatory here, but okay. So I am producing
Extraterrestrial
them
dark
here.
fog is assaulting.
Tree. Okay. Okay, so that's an old supply line. Right, doesn't get me any closer to what I'm looking for. Demand, supply. I feel like it was fairly early on in the piece that I did it. Could be interstellar, an interstellar system that's in. Okay, so it is, yeah. Cool. Okay, so it's chewing up a lot of that. It's not. It's the copper that's the bottleneck. What on earth? Okay, how much copper am I producing? A lot of it, but not very much is finding its way over there, and a lot of it's just stuffed in depots, right?
Flight mode.
Wonder if it's time to start a smelter network for copper. It might very well be. Cool. I love scope creep of assignments. Ugh. That said, this is also a really great use case for sprayers. So, and 300. So it seems like some were getting missed by the spray, but that's been rectified now. For the most part, anyhow. Okay. see if that helps the iron situation at all. As these sort of like start making their way through.
Mineral depleted.
Yep, thanks. And it'll boost the output of that. So, in terms of fixing this over the short term, I'm just going to speed up the belt speed and see if that, you know, does literally anything.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting. I think really the only long-term solution is to set up a distributor network for just supplying copper ore. We're speaking of iron ore, I have to start manufacturing stuff off world real quick. Yeah, it's not doing a lot better, if I'm honest. Okay, so it's freed up a little bit of space at least. Okay, dealing with the copper problem. I think the most straightforward solution is just going to be to import it. So, let's get that happening. I'm not thrilled about the concept of setting up a like another thing just for this, but time's kind of at the essence here. There are these sort of like soft block conditions where you can, technically speaking, get stuck, and I'm actually kind of proud of the work that I've put into this factory. No, that's not the right kind of distributor. I need one of these. So I'm going to go copper, remote, demand local supply, and fill them up with drones. Jeez, that's getting busy. Cool. Flight mode.
Oh, pardon me. These. Yeah, I just want to sort of get on with it and not keep getting distracted. Like, it's gonna happen anyway. It's a fact of life, but if I keep that whole scenario to a minimum, that would be ideal. So silicon imports. Copper. Gee, that's a lot of stuff that's just been sitting around. Okay, so I'm not clogging that up.
producing very much. I will only just sort of keep that to not very much of that, because I do still need this to supply like domestically. Pinch one of those stacks out of there. Cool. The main reason I'm going back for the battlefield base there is just to gain access to the construction drones for there.
Replication complete.
Wrong hotkeys. Indicator. Right, let's go.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Yeah, because then I can kind of stop worrying about whether everything's going to be safe in my absence. Well, except for the Minoris 4 base, anyhow. It's not even that bad.
Cruise ended. Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Jeez, can't believe I'm like 35 hours into this file. It's yeah. If it's not evident, I'm kind of having fun with it. Okay, to-do list. Let's go with so now I'm like making like stone bricks, and I'm totally fine with that. But I just want to make sure that they're being distributed properly. They are. They are. Excellent. So, from there. I usually try to put all of my, manufacture these items sort of, scenarios around in one spot, but it does create a fair bit of clutter. So, making oil refineries. Won't somebody think of climate change? So that's steel, stone, circuits and plasma exciters.
Flight mode.
I will eventually come across where I left that. But yeah. It's, if there's any consolation, a lot of the rest of my life works in much the same fashion. Just openly forgetting stuff. Well, at least they're out of my inventory now.
Flight mode. Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
Okay. So, yeah, in terms of fixing this whole shenanigans. Oh, there's actually been a bit of movement on that front. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so now I can actually manufacture the energy exchanges. Looks like mass energy transport's back on the menu. Let's make some energy exchanges. Where is it? Steel processors and particle traps. Exchanger, distribute.
Flight mode.
So
Flight
while that gets its collective act together, that has successfully sucked all of the plastic out of the entire network. Which is great. It's just a byproduct of volume. It's fine. I'm also going to do something real cheeky. So we're going to go... one here. And we're going to spray coat the proliferator components. Not like that. Don't mind me, I'm busy fumbling hotkeys recreationally. Should have done this in the opposite order maybe, or not done such a terrible job of engineering in the first place. Fumble hotkeys. Do it for fun, all day, every day. possibly the worst belt design I've ever done. But as a result of that though, these are even plugged in. Yes, barely, somehow. God, looks like the Windows screensaver. What's wrong with me? But yeah, as a result of that, that's going to then create more
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
oh shit.
Flight mode.
Just
Cruise mode.
took my eye off the friggin' ball. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going?
Building destroyed.
Okay, that's gonna be costly.
Building destroyed.
Nope, safety saves a weakness. I committed to our mistakes. Ah.
Building destroyed.
Oh, God. A lot of stuff getting
Building
broken.
destroyed.
It did a decent job of taking it out ahead of time, though, so... Okay,
Building
how
destroyed.
bad is it? Oh, shit. Oh.
Building destroyed.
Oh, the insults keep coming. Ah. Chat, why didn't you warn me?
Building destroyed.
Ah. Oh, still 30
Building
seconds
destroyed.
away. Beautiful. Love to see it. Come on, hurry up. I need gas in the tank to
Building
be able to
destroyed.
brake, so realistically, even if I do go a little bit faster, it's probably not going to help me. So
Building destroyed. Building destroyed.
oh, that ain't good.
Cruise ended. Flight mode. Building destroyed.
Where else are you, you little suckers? Okay. Okay. I think I lost a lot of things that were in the logistics network. Because, yeah, when buildings with like significant capacity in there get destroyed, they are just gone. So, you'll love. Yeah, hate to see it, don't you? Might actually turn out to be really costly.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
Okay, that's going to be a
Replication
little bit
complete.
of a nuisance to collect there. Okay, let's do it. Okay, and the thing that's stopping me from putting down more mining machines is not a lot, as it turns out. And battlefield base. Okay, so I have to beef that up through some mechanism or other. I'm thinking drones, but it's not a tonight problem. They've sure gone and made a mess, huh?
Flight mode.
At least they didn't take out the logistics system there. That would have been just actually catastrophic. And you know, I'm actually not sure that there was a lot of ore in there,
Replication complete.
to be perfectly honest. I'm doing a really good job of getting it through to, like, getting the, like, byproducts through to the Interstellar Logistics Station. Like, to the point where there's just, like, not really a lot in there. So, yeah. Not sure I can say the same for this whole scenario. I can absolutely construct that in a fashion that's a little bit more respectful to my own power grid. Again, not a task for tonight.
Replication complete.
Okay.
Flight mode.
Problem solved. Sorted. Definitely not permanently, but certainly for now. Okay. Where does that leave us? It's 10:30 at night, and I do have work tomorrow, so... Sorry, not work. The other one. Uni. I have to go back to uni. Love a bit of uni. Okay.
Cruise mode.
Okay, so I am going to start setting up the exchanger network for that. So I've already started constructing the energy exchanges. Now I just need a solid like supply line for accumulators. I'm not sure if setting up a full accumulator system will be a bit of overkill. It could very well be. But what it will let me do is import and export them really efficiently. And I've already got like a stack of empty accumulators sort of just sitting around. So I'm probably going to set that up and then we'll just call it a night. I had kind of hoped to make a little bit more progress here, but at least I've got a better idea of sort of where I'm going with this whole scenario. And that I'm on a little bit of a timeline to get it done now. I can't just sort of keep stooging around like I have been. But, you know, sometimes after a hard day, driving in the car and sitting at a desk, then, you know, you just kind of want to take a load off with a bit of cruisy spaceship engineering. Oh, they'll be back real soon. Yeah. So, oh, Lord, it never ends. So yeah, yeah, I'm absolutely gonna have to do something about that base probably pretty soon. It's not that I think it'll get like unmanageably bad, but the longer you leave it, the harder they are to dislodge, and the better off you are just going straight for the planetary base, like straight at the top from space. And the moment you start doing that, then the hive starts paying attention. And that has the potential to kind of get a bit out of control pretty quick. Okay.
Cruise ended.
So, speak of the devil. Cool. So I'm going to order me some energy exchanges. As many as I can, please. So, at the interstellar station here, I want to set up a planetary probably over here or something. I think it probably won't end up being like hideously out of proportion, but like, you know, as always worth just having to think about this before you really commit to it. Okay, so it's a 3-item recipe, so let's go for the 3-item here. Never mind the dog, she's usually on her bullshit like this anyway. Just making that engineering improvement. I do have to wait until all of that sort of gets sorted. Okay, so I'm making accumulators. Right, so that's and let's cap that out at 1500. I don't need to stretch my iron supply even more. It's blue rings and pretty much the same thing, and silicon crystals, which is probably much the same. Successfully decommissioned that. Let's join the sucker up. Full. I'm going to shift the output of that as well. Okay, now it can go. Right. Because I do want a little bit more space for what I'm doing. So that's an interstellar as well. So what I can do here is go, I want to empty accumulators, supply full accumulators demand. that. Not like that. Yeah, tell me you're tired without telling me you're tired. Let's go like this, and then finally some quality belt work. So, that remains to be seen, but you know, it's a start. Let's put a couple of satellite substations in here. Go 1, 2.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
And to be honest, I might end up moving my energy infrastructure up here because it all seems to be clustered here anyway. So, okay, so it's in transportation. Let's go like... discharge here. To that end, I want to feed full accumulators in. And I will figure something out with the return air vent some point pretty soon. Right. So yeah, in the interim I just kind of want to get this underway because I'm low-key sick of it.
Flight mode. Cruise mode. Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
That's good. Oh, that's a good start at least. I think there's something
Mineral
funny that you
depleted.
can do with proliferators as well. You can increase the capacity of the accumulators, but I would have to look into it. Okay. Oh, might actually have to go off to the other one because I think that's probably about to come under more imminent attack. And the rest of everything seems to be sorting itself out just fine. The power situations are really kind of starting to get under my skin. It's just been this constant refrain. And you know, as people who've popped into the chat have kind of told me, hey, maybe if you weren't so bloody stubborn about like not really liking to use like wind turbines and things of that nature, that maybe you wouldn't be in this scenario. And to that I say, yes, I wouldn't. But you know, what are you gonna do? So,
Ended.
cool. Okay, so definitely need more energy to the plant here. It is just not going well.
Flight mode.
Okay, so to that end, let's start setting up an exchanger. Yep. Local interstellar power station requires power to operate. What a concept. So request these, supply these. Thanks. I'm going to test this theory. I think I have a couple of okay, I have actually quite a lot of them. Right, so if I go like this, what happens? Okay, so they all get stuck there. Right. Is that because they're not
Dark
connected
fog
to power?
cluster is launching an assault.
More on that in a second. Oh, we're out of ammunition.
Building destroyed.
Oh, come on. Hang on. Are we out of ammo, or is it just... Might very well be. Great.
Replication complete. So, yeah, we're kind of rapidly hitting the point where I need, like, defense logistics happening. It's not an option. It's just, it's all happening in way too many places for me to keep up without, without something of that nature involved. Right, so what's got you in, like, 10 different kinds of trouble? Oh, I bet it's the power system. Good lord.
So, just a bit of testing here. Right. So there has to be one input per thing. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. So that means that this is now a little bit invalid. So let's go from basic principles there. Let's go. This, and we'll come out for our splitter here. Doesn't have to be perfect for now, I just want it done.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
That would work. God, why do these have to be so bloody obnoxious? Let's go like this. Go like this. So go like this, and then have a return port as well. Oh, just enough. We love it. Okay, so now that that's done, let's hook it all up to power and see what happens. Other very safe things you can say. Cool, so let's go over that. That's a bit better. It's the planetary shields that are really fucking you on this one. But, dog, please. She's pissed off because my wife shut the door to the bathroom. Turns out some things you don't want an audience for. Okay. Just yeah, really wanting to steer clear of that hive. It's, yeah, because it will just come out of nowhere and dunk on you. It's and yeah, I've put too much work into this.
Okay, let's pump the brakes. Right, coming in hot. Oh, nailed it. Okay, so that's not good. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of a traffic jam because I'm kind of out of belts, but okay, let's go. So here, here, and here. Probably more tightly pack them, but this is not bad as a working prototype. That's because the sun's not up. Cool. I wonder if putting a couple of ray receivers here would do anything. Guess we'll never know. Starts to ramp up, we'll really see some changes in the grid, I think. So it's got a decent supply of stuff just sort of hanging out. Yep, cool. Beautiful. So let's cool, so we're putting about, what is that, 50 megawatts? You know what? That's really something to see.
because vessels are... Yeah, so the last thing we really want is to end up in an energy deficit because of that. Full accumulators carry half a gigajoule each, so you know, when yeah, so I basically have to hit 300 charged transporters or accumulators for them to go anywhere, which, you know, on some level, fine. Yeah, if that's going to be how it is, then yeah, this is about to get real busy. So, but for the time being, it seems to be able to stand on its own 2 feet, so that's a win in my book. What I do want to know is, in terms of what we're producing down here, that's 1 minute there. Okay. Okay, so we're producing 50 just sitting in a depot. Right. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what that is. And that also means that, because I've dealt with that whole scenario, I can go disassemble the other energy accumulator. Okay, just want to see how it handles this. Yeah, it's fine.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Yeah, so yeah, that'll let me disassemble the current like small scale accumulator sort of happening, and yeah, really start to scale up. And then after we're done with that, we're done with the stream for the night because I need to go to bed. It's kind of gotten away from me, but you know, these things do when you're having a good time. Okay. Okay, pump the brakes. Brake. Hit the brakes. No. Yep, Boeing landing. Nailed it.
Flight mode.
Stand under the umbrella for a hot second.
Flight mode.
Nothing, apparently. Iron. Oh, I'm almost certain that can't be true. Oh, it's cross-wired. What the hell? Okay, so I have set the filter incorrectly there. Right, that explains a lot. Cool. So, let's clear this sucker out. As previously covered, I'm tired, so we're just gonna grab all of this shit and put it in inventory, I guess. Beautiful. So now we actually hook it up correctly rather than being a little smooth in the brain, you know? Which makes a nice change. Oh, I love debugging programs. God damn it. Wait, that's not connected up to anything? Oh no. That's some terrible news. Okay. One of the issues with folks, one of the issues with object-oriented programming is that it really does depend on your ability to generate bug-free code. Otherwise you will end up duplicating it across all of your blueprints. So, and that seems to be exactly what I've done with the it's definitely with the 3-item assembler. It could be with all of them. Whoops. And on that very embarrassing note, we're done with the stream for tonight because I'm much too tired for this. Okay, thank you to everyone who tuned in. I appreciate it. Take care of your lovely selves until I see you next. And yeah.